What's going on, tubers? It's been a while since I posted any videos at all, man. Just little quick updates. It's currently right now I am working in one of my bedrooms turned into an office, and because of that, I have not done any type of editing. Been a little bit busy. Um, I do have over 49 videos that I have to edit. So a lot of the questions I've been asked is about the RAM, how to take out the spark plug from the bank where the brake booster's at. And I guess when I showed in the first video that you guys normally watch, I didn't really show how the whole process worked. I just kind of like went through the motions, and I've been getting a lot of emails about it. So this is a video right now that I did again because I did have to replace all spark plugs again because I had a check engine light and it kept the truck kept turning off. So now I'm just showing it to you guys. It's raw, not edited. So I know there's certain things that I said that was not supposed to be said. I think I said lubricant versus anti-seize, either or throughout the video. You see that I corrected what I said in the case may be, but you can see that sometimes it's not the most easiest thing to do to record while you work in a car, especially in a tight space. But as the video goes on, I noticed that I caught it and I tried to compensate it by doing a different way how to do it. But other than that, there's the video how to take out that spark plug on the bank where the brake booster is at. All right, hope you guys enjoy it, and hopefully soon you guys will start seeing more videos coming. Thank you, guys. What's going on, everyone? Just want to make a little quick video here. I have posted a video of my RAM where I showed how to do a tune-up, but I did get some comments about how do you take out the coil pack that's up against the brake booster. And I remember that I did kind of show it, but I didn't exactly show it. So I'm going to do that right now. And I'm going to show you also what is it that the tools that I used to get this job done. Now for the coil packs, you have your two bolts right here. I used a 1/4 inch ratchet with a 10 millimeter, right? To loosen them up. Once you loosen them up, unplug your harness just by pushing and pulling up, and then taking out your coil pack and put it to the side. And keep in mind, before you do this, disconnect your negative terminal. It's a good safety rule of thumb. The next thing you're gonna need is a 3/8 ratchet. You're also gonna need a 5/8 spark plug socket. I also used a 3/8 short extension, and I also used a 3/8 adapter, which is, you know, it fits into the 3/8. All right. So I already took out all the spark plugs in here because I had a check engine light, and I don't remember exactly what the code is, but the symptom was that the car was running. I was running down the road, driving down the road. It turned off, it started back up, check engine light came on. I took it to the shop, and you know, they said that I needed to replace my spark plugs. I did change these spark plugs. I can't remember. You know, I'll put the correction up here because I know I might be wrong. I think the book says something about 30K or 40K to replace them, and that's when I did that video, when I initially posted it on the tube. So I already took them out, and the majority of my spark plugs were not that bad, but either or, the car shut off again. It keeps shutting off, and I was on the highway, turned off again, and then it started blinking a lot. So I mean, I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and replace it. So let me go ahead and stop yip-yapping. So what you're gonna do is your 10 millimeter, you come here and screw both of these, right, which I already have them loosened up already. Then you're gonna go ahead and take your harness out. When you take it out, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pop up your coil pack, and when you taking it out, start bending it a little bit. Don't bend it too hard, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to take it out through this side, right? You might maybe want to grab a towel or something like that too to put it on top of the fender here, because it freaking hurts. But you take it out, start bending it a little bit, grab it on both ends and bend it a little bit, and bend it a little bit till it pops out. Once you got it out, you put your coil pack to the side, right? I already took out the spark plug, but I am gonna go ahead and just for giggles, I'm gonna put this one in. You can see this one, it's not in terrible shape, but it's, yeah, some of them does need to get replaced. Let me wipe this down to make sure nothing goes inside there. So what you're gonna do is, so I'm gonna show you the install, obviously, right? And then after that, I'm gonna just take it back out. So I'm kind of doing it like reverse. And then I'm gonna show you how I took it out. So you already know when you're doing this job, and you're gonna put in the spark plugs in, you put it into your socket. It is recommended that you use some lubricant threads. Just put a little bit around here. If you don't have a brush, just use it, you know, like this, and then just, you know, go like that. Just put them in there with your hand with a glove on, you know. You don't have a little brush. All right, and then you're also gonna need the boot silicone. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it in here, put it in there, just let it go of it, let it go inside. Once it goes inside, you're gonna grab your extension, right, and put it in there. You have to feel it for the hole so it locks in. When it locks in, you go ahead and start twisting it inside. Once you get twisted, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and bring it up, take it out, or when the socket comes up, you have to separate it. So you might need both of your hands. All right, and so right now I'm gonna go ahead and, if you tighten it up, which I'm not gonna tighten it up because I'm gonna go ahead and put a new one in, but I'm gonna take it out so you guys can see how I took it out. Once you tighten it up with your ratchet, it will fit in here with no problem at all. So now I'm gonna just pretend like I just took everything out, and now I'm unscrewing the spark plug. So I already know it's loose. Obviously the whole thing can't come out, so I'm gonna start off with the adapter. All right, so you got it out, put it to the side, bring this up, and as you bring it up, you can see that you got the spark plug socket, and you see how it just fell. So the way I took it out was, I'm gonna put this extension back in, right, but instead of pushing it all the way in, just push it in just enough, a little bit, to be able to grab it, just like right now. So I'm able to grab it, and as I'm coming up, I can grab the spark plug socket, push the extension out, have it out, and when I have it out in my hand, I still have the socket here with the spark plug. So that's how I took it out. So that's how you do that side. Now, some people will say that you can take the wheel well out, fender, you know, the fender wheel well out, but I don't feel like jacking out the truck and getting rid of the whole freaking tire out, put the tire out just to get to that. It's just more work. All right, so that's how you do that one. All right, so now I'm actually going to put in an actual one in there, and I'm going to show you the whole process, how I put it in. So once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a new spark plug. And also in my last video, I made a mistake, and we all human beings, when I said that it is 0.44 gapped, it was actually 0.044. I did make a mistake. Some people were trying to crucify me for that, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, you always got them critics out there. But you know me, you watching my video anyway, so obviously you didn't know how to do the job probably. So not a big deal. We do make mistakes, and if I do make mistakes, you guys definitely tell me, let me know so I can correct it, you know. So here's my little gauge here. So according to the manufacturer specs, it's supposed to be 0.044, right? So I'm going to grab it here, and I'm going to go about there, and it is about 44. You know, you can adjust if you want to by going like this, bringing it up, but normally these are already pre-adjusted already to the specs, so I'm just going to leave it alone for right now. So now, since I don't have a brush, I'm gonna go ahead and now what you want to do is you're gonna put a little bit of lubricant, anti-seize lubricant, and the reason why is because when it's time for you to take it out, you want to prevent it from being seized up in there, and it's gonna be hard to take out. So I'll use my finger here. You don't have to go crazy with it, just enough to be in there, because remember, whatever's being stuck in here, once you start twisting it inside, it's gonna spread anyway. So you don't have to put a lot, just put a little bit. No need to exaggerate and put a whole bunch of it. It's just it's uncalled for. All right, so once you get that in there, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe my finger with a rag so I don't touch anything else in there. And again, same thing as before. Make sure that sits all the way in. I'm gonna come in here, put it all the way in where I can't hold the socket no more, and then I'm gonna just gently let it go. It's gonna go down. And you grab your extension, you find the hole in there, put it in there, and you start screwing. Start screwing the spark plug in there, and then grab your little adapter piece so you can get it all in there, because once you start screwing it in, it's going to go all the way in. You won't be able to grab it no more. And what I'm going to do for this one is I'm just going to tighten it up hand tight. Once I finish here, I will show you guys, I do have a ladder that I'm using also to try to get some leverage in there. All right, once it's hand tight, same thing, take it out. Take out the adapter. Find the hole in the socket again, so you can take the socket out. Let's see. Sometimes it's gonna come out, you can't get it up because it's tight in there, so you're gonna have to kind of wiggle it a little bit to try to get that socket out. Well, you know what I'm gonna do for right now? Normally I like to hand tighten and then go to the other one, but what I'm gonna do for this one is, since it's being difficult, I am filming this, I don't want to take too long. I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten it up now. So I'm just gonna grab my socket, excuse me, my ratchet, and go ahead and start tightening it up. All right, once it gets tight, you don't slug it, but just give it like a little, one more turn, like little, not even an eighth of a turn, and that's it. Then loosen this out, put that to the side, and lift this up. And as I can see, the socket's still stuck in there, so I'm gonna have to play around with this thing to try to take it out. But yeah, let me try to take this thing out. I'm gonna have to play with this, put it in and out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that, do the other side, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. All right, so I got it out. I just looked at my video again, and I'm gonna try to do a different angle with the camera so you guys can see. So again, I'm gonna let this put that in here. Just let it go a little bit. All right, it goes in. Again, you go ahead and put your extension in there, get it in the hole, and then start screwing it in. Just remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. I already put the anti-seize. I'm gonna gonna do is to make it go a little bit quicker now is I'm gonna go ahead and put a little adapter part in there and get my wrench, my ratchet. All right, we'll start tying it up. And again, this is like my way of doing things. You know, somebody else might have a different way of doing stuff. But usually I try to find what's the easiest, quickest way, because as I stated before earlier, I'm not trying to jack up the car and the truck and take the wheel out. Then I gotta take the wheel fender out. Just too much work. You know, if I had a lift or something like that, then maybe I might consider doing that and going underneath it, but still, I don't think it's, to me, the most practical way. Alright, so I get tight now. So, alright, let me try to readjust my body, because I don't want to tighten anything up and try to get some leverage in here. But all right, so now I'm gonna, all right, so it's tight, it's taut there and a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this out, take this one out. Right, and now I'm gonna, well, put this back in and then shake a little bit, trying to see, hopefully the whole thing will come out. There you go. All right, so I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna, you can see it right there. All right, took it out. So now, as you can see, I got the socket out. So now I'm gonna try to see if I can. See, it won't come out because of the brake booster, right? So this is where that technique goes. I was telling you guys, we're gonna have to separate it now. Kind of hard now because the camera's in the way. Oh, yeah. Trying to loosen it up now, but let me see. There you go. All right. So remember what I said. You're gonna find a hole. Don't put it all the way in. Just a little bit, enough that you can grab it and lift it up. So now that it's there, now you gotta do is, you see that? Take it out, and it comes out. All right. So that's done there. Woo! All right. So once that's done in there, your next thing is gonna be your coil pack. I'm gonna grab the spark plug boot protector, and the reason why you put some of that silicone in there is to prevent from getting stuck in there. Also, when you're trying to pull them out, I have seen it before. To give an example, when I did my Mercedes, it was stuck in there real bad. I had to rip it out to get it out. But all you gotta do is just put them in your finger, right? And then, not the same finger you put the anti-seize, and just put it here on top like that. Remember, some people think about putting it around. No, it has to go inside there because that's where it gets stuck at. So you can see I didn't use a lot. You don't have to put a lot. Just put like a little amount like that. Then it's gonna go inside there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure I got it in the right way. Same way you took it out, you're gonna kind of bend a little bit to get the coil pack into the socket holes, right? And again, start pushing it in a little bit. As you're pushing it in, you want to start bending. This camera's definitely in the way, and I'm trying. Let me see. Trying to get it in there. There you go. All right, so once it's in there, you push it down, and then the next step is to tighten these up, right? Once tighten it up, put your harness back in until you hear it click. This one is not hard at all. The back one, the last one, is easy. All right, now that's for that side, and that is considered your driver's side, right? So when you look in from the driver's side front, that is your left bank, right? So now I'm gonna show you on this side right here. I'll tell you what, let me finish up these and then I'm gonna go to this back side, the last one, and I'm gonna show you how to do the right bank rear. All right, for this last one, which is right here, you gotta be careful because you got your line over here for your AC, right? Then you're gonna have, what I had to do was when the last you know, you got your two the last spark plug towards the firewall. I had a hard time with that extension that I had, excuse me, not the extension, the ratchet. So I got a smaller ratchet so I can try to tighten it back up. So this is what I use right here. This is like a multi one. It's got a quarter, half inch, and 3/8. So I use that one. You got something smaller with a handle, go ahead, because what it is when you start trying to tighten it up, it's gonna be hard with these hoses in the way. But if you look down here, once I put the coil pack in, I'm gonna show you. These hoses are in here, right? And then there's a clip right here. What you do is you grab your flat tip in this little hole right here. Not too sure you can see that. I don't think you can. No, you can't. Let me see if I can try to direct you out there. Right there. It's a little hole right there that's connected to there. It's a little piece right here. What you do is you push that in, and this will get loosened up, and this will give you room to be able to move your coil pack out of the way, and also to take out your spark plug and stuff. Once that gets done, just put it in there. It's not as difficult by the booster, but it's going to be difficult to tighten it up and stuff because of this hose right here coming through here. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Something simple. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.